Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world away. It's a brand new week today. Look, it's December the 15th today. December the 15th, which means this is the week we've got our Christmas quiz, which means the end of the awards for the what's the best model of 2025, and the link if you want to still vote in that, and it's live now till Wednesday, is in the video description. And as I said, Christmas quiz on Thursday from 7 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time. So I thought this week, I've still got some things to do in the background. I'm going to start off with a nice quick build. So I'm going to be doing the next 4 stages of the Hachette Partworks release. A build, the iconic Ford Falcon, the Mad Max Falcon. So today really is a quick build. There's not much to do at all today, and it's going to give me a chance to get ahead so that I can just work on the assets and stuff for the quiz on Thursday, which I'm really looking forward to. Now, the Ford Falcon, we're going to be doing stages 59 to 62. Is that right? 59 to 62, that's what we're doing today. If you do want to get this for yourself, you will have to check if it's available in your territory. I have put a link in the video description, and you also have that QR code on the screen. But without further ado, let's get cracking. So here we go, this is stage 59, and as you can see, not much at all. We're going to be doing the engine front plate at the moment, putting this together just like this, and that's how that's looking at the end of this stage. You know what, when I saw all the packs for this build, I did think, oh wow, I can't see this lasting to 10 minutes at least. We've got a nice Spider-Man coloured dipstick there. But this engine front plate is metal, so we're going to start putting everything in here now. So first off, we've got this pulley, which is going into place. It does have a keyhole pattern, as you can see. That's going in there, held in from the other side here with a PS05 screw. Haven't used my little ratchet screwdriver for a while, so let's use that again. Now, if you remember in the last pack in stage 58, we had this pulley here. That's going to be going into the top there. Again, we have got a keyhole pattern on this. So roll that round so it's going to fit flush in there. And once again, a PS05 screw is going to hold this in. So now that is looking just like this here. Turn it over, got a bracket to put in now, and I want it this way round when I put it in. It's going to go over the top here. And it's going to be seated in there just like that. This time we're going to be putting that in with a DS02 screw. So that's in the indented section there. But it's not the only screw that's going to hold that in. I need another one. And I'm just going to be putting that into the hole just down the base here. Then again, what we built in stage 58, looking like that, we're going to be putting this into place. And if you see, we do have a locating lug in here, which is going to go into position here. Get that in. Which is going to line up that screw hole there, again, for a DS02 screw. Every one of these screws is going into metal, so just take it that I am putting those in oil. Perfect, that's in place. Now I've got this little dipstick here. Now this is interesting. This is actually fixed into place. It's actually going to be sitting on the side there. So this isn't working. This is just a representation, let's put it in the right way, of what it should look like when it's in. That's just going to sit in there like that. It's held in with a DS06 screw. I'm going to have to use a long stemmed screwdriver for this because the alternator's in the way of this. But that will get that all the way in. Then I've just got this radiator hose, which is going to go in here. It has got a shaped pattern on it, so it can only go in one way. That's all there is to do in that stage. See, I told you some of these stages were quick, didn't I? So this is the fuel pump and the belts. Again, putting these together just like that. So that's how it's looking. So now I'm going to be putting the fuel pump supports onto the 2 holes that we've got left in this panel, which is basically going to be going on here this way round, just like that. Holding it in with a DS06 screw. Actually, it's 2 holes, so it's 2 DS06 screws. There you go, that's perfect. Just turn this over, and I'm going to be putting the top on here. And again, this has got a keyhole pattern in it. So when I put this in, I want to ensure it's in the right way so it can fit flush in there. Turn this back over the other side. You can see now that's protruding through this side here, which means now I can put this pulley on top. and I will do want it on this way like that, and then I want a PS05 screw which is actually going to secure all of this in place. There you go. Now got some belts, put all the belts on, so this one's going to go around all 3 of these pulleys here. 1, 2, whoops, and 3. That's good. I do want it to be going on the bottom of the pulleys though, this first one I'm putting on. There you go. So that is on just like that. And then I want to take the other belt, and that's going to be going on the outer ring of these 2 here. Like that. All that's left to do then is to put the fan on. Now I want it to be this side facing upwards. It's going to be fitting into the top just like that. It's held in once again with a PS05 screw. And there you go. That's all there is to do in that stage. So we're doing stage 61. Again, not much to do in this one, as you can see. Again, some parts of the engine block here that we're going to be putting together. And you saw on that back page there that there wasn't much to do in the last stage either. Wow, that was heavy metal, wasn't it? Okay, so what we're going to do is I need this first, and I've got the manifold here which I'm going to be putting into place, which is going to be going on top just like this into the holes, and I'm holding it in from the underside with PS05 screws. Definitely the screw of choice on this build, the PS05s. And then quite simply, this is just going to be going on here. So just a case of putting it on like that, turning it over, and then I've got the DS02 screws, which are the metal screws in this stage, and just 2 of them through the top here to hold this into place. 1 there, and 1 this side. Excellent. That's all there is to do in that stage. So the last stage of this pack is stage 62. Here's the instructions, and we are pretty much piecing a lot of this together, so it's looking just like that. So I am bringing over the other parts of the engine because I am going to be needing that. Let's just put that to one side. I'm going to be needing this section that we're working on at the start of this pack, and I do have a little fuel regulator to put in first, which is going onto this side. It's actually fitting in just like that. And I'm holding it in with a DS23 screw, which is a little silver screw here. Now, in here, careful when I'm opening this, I've got a belt and we've got a double fuel hose in here. Now this is going to be going onto the little blue sort of lugs. They're metal lugs coming out from the end of this engine plate, and they're fitting in just like that. Put that to one side, bring over this section that we just created, and I'm going to be putting an end into this one, which is this section here. It's going to be fitting just on the end like that, this way round. This time I need a DS02 screw to hold this in. So that's looking like that. Then I need the other assembly block here, which is this one here. I'm going to be piecing that onto what we've just created here. So it's going to be going on this way. So I'm holding it this way round, and this is just going to be slipping onto this side into the little cavities on each side of this bracket in the center, just like that. It does kind of hold itself in there. And then on the other side here is when I get to put this side on, which again is going to be going in just like this. And I want to start putting this into, again, the other side of that bracket there. And I'm sure that it's all going together tightly. Like that. I think that looks perfect. Excellent. Ha. I'm making sure that this mount for the gearbox is in as well. And I'm going to need some DS2 screws to hold this both together. So it's going through the holes just at the bottom here. One this side. And one this side. If I just put that to one side, I'm going to bring this over, and I want that pipe. And it's going to go on this blue oil filler cap on this side. Not this side, it's got a black one. We want the blue oil filler cap on this side there. Now the other side of this hose is going onto the peg on the back of the carburetor here. I know it's a weird place for the carburetor to sit. But I'll get that in here. Just like that. And then I'm going to be putting this whole thing together by putting this top section onto the section we just created there. So it's sitting like that. That engine came together remarkably quickly. Now make sure none of these cables here are pinched, which they're not, so that's good. And I'm going to be taking this belt and putting this over the pulley system. Now, just so you know, this isn't fixed into place yet. So I'm putting a belt on without these two sections being fitted. So this belt is actually going between this point here and this point over here. Just like that. So when this moves around, this belt, because this bit does move, this is going to move as well. And that is all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. But do remember, look, this isn't fitted into place at the moment. It's just sitting on top. See, I told you that was quick, didn't I? And I said the sump is actually coming in the next pack. So that means that once it's underneath, I'll be able to join all of that together and the engine will be complete. Anyway, I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.